After a whirlwind visit to the UN General Assembly from development issues, the SDGs, geopolitics, and a key engagement with American business, final confirmation that South Africa will now play host to the key forum of the African Growth and Opportunity Act.
We've just had really positive news because the AGOA Forum, which there was a doubt whether it would be held in South Africa, is now going to be held in November. Minister of Trade and Industry and Competition was in Washington, and they made the announcement together with the U.S. Secretary of Commerce and all that. So positive developments. The UN General Assembly moment is a great platform for South Africa. This is where we are able to interact at bilateral level in the UN Assembly itself, in the various activities that go on. So we've had a really good tour here in the United States, and I go back home feeling very, very, my spirits are lifted.
He went on to affirm the positive trajectory of the relationship with the United States, particularly in the aftermath of the Lady R fallout between Pretoria and Washington.
When I was in India, I had a side discussion with President Biden, and we said we must reconnect and ensure that our relationship is on even keel. He said that's exactly what we must now proceed to, because it's important for South Africa and the United States to have a good relationship. So at that level, things are going to continue going well.
And after key bilaterals with the presidents of Ukraine and Turkey, the president confirmed that he's working alongside the UN Secretary General to revive the Black Sea grain deal, while the African Peace Initiative continues to seek to create building blocks towards direct negotiations between the warring parties.
We, as African countries, have been trying to open that window. And it is to this end that we suggested and put forward what we call confidence-building measures. And one of those was movement of the grain. We've had sort of a setback on that. The return of the children, that at our instance as African nations is now moving ahead. And South Africa is very intimately involved in that with regard even to looking at the names and all that and locations where the children come from, as well as the exchange of prisoners. So that, during my conversation with President Zelensky, was confirmed to be happening. And he said, at your instance, as African countries, we are seeing movement, and this is happening, which goes to confirm the correctness of the approach that we have taken.
And on another key international matter, the Springboks and the quest to retain the Webb Ellis Cup in France.
My message is simple to the Springbok: go Bokke, go and win on Saturday, beat the Irish, and then our route is very clear to the final. And I will definitely myself go to the final to ensure that we lift that trophy for the fourth time. And I think the Springboks have it with them. They are playing extremely well. They are strong.
Right.
They are focused. They've got good leadership in Siya Kolisi. So all of us must be rooting for them.
The president expected back in South Africa on Thursday evening. Sherwin Brycebees, SABC News, New York.